Hello everyone, today we're playing a little bit of Hogwarts Legacy. Okay. That's an excessively loud vehicle. That aside, we're gonna be working on mostly getting a few side quests done. One moment. Alrighty, we're back. Off screen, I managed to. Oh, okay. Not what I expected to happen. See, that kind of stuff is why I want to get into chemistry. I love how the blind guy is just sitting there like, what are we missing? What am I supposed to be looking at? I do actually love the fact that they included a blind character and made his wand be like his like what's the name of the cane that they use? You know what I'm talking about. The one where they tap around to see what their surroundings are like. His wand actually guides him throughout the castle, which is very, very interesting, and it's not just like a lore thing, like it actually happens when he walks around the castle. I absolutely love that.
How are your assignments coming along?
Probably overdue, let's be honest.
I completed your assignments, Professor.
Good. You should be ready to learn Depulso.
Been needing
Let's see
that.
what you can do.
I can do.
Concentrate. Do not let your mind wander.
I mean, that one was easy. Come on. Give me a challenge, please.
You've got it now. If you'd like to practice, and I think you should, perhaps best not to go flinging your classmates about the halls. I suggest having a go at the enchanted books here.
Ooh. That's actually a first that I've been able to interact with those. Okay, we're gonna... Okay, that's the pulso. Got it. Actually. Ooh, that's gonna be fun. And add Levioso, or... You know what? No. I feel like I can get a solid chain going if I do that. Pull them to me, hit them with Incendio, push them away, and then hit them with Confringo. I'm gonna give that a shot. I really want to get these. That also would be great. I won't lie, a lot of these are going to be very useful. And I'm definitely going to be using that. Yeah, I'm definitely using that. I'll probably... Yeah, if Bombarda has a good range, I will probably use that instead of Confringo. Defendo is definitely going to be added on the roster. I feel like it would be good for finishing off bigger opponents, but I definitely need that extra.
Accio!
Why are you not allowing me to... Why are you... It's stuck. It's stuck. What do I do about this? This is the first. I can do nothing.
Expelliarmus!
Okay, there we go.
Repulso!
Done. I'm glad to see that you seem staunchly determined to master your spellcasting.
Okay, not very far. Noted. Well, thanks for the spell, but, it's not what I expected. Probably good for a last second push to give me a little bit of distance from my opponents, but it's not going to do more than just keep them out of short melee range, which I don't care for. I was hoping it would knock them back a significant distance. Then again, it may be different once I actually... Why did I back out of that? It may be different with actual opponents that aren't floating. Okay. Hopefully, I can finish unlocking these and move on to something else. I really would like to get a few more of the side quests out of the way, but the Daedalian keys are only finishable once I reach a certain point in the game, sadly, leaving me with, I think, 1 or 2 more options. The flight test, that, and the Summoner's Court match. I can definitely do the Summoner's Court and the flight test. The Ghost of Our Love is going to be so hard to find. Unless, of course, it actually... No, it does not, It does not have an option to show on the map, so... Ouch. That's gonna be horrific.
What are you up to now?
The sky. Soon. Don't worry. Every time she shows up, I feel like I'm just watching Vox Machina in the Fey realm. It just seems right. She just looks like a typical druid that you would just find in the Fey realm in a D&D setting. I don't know how else to explain it.
I've completed my assignments, Professor.
Pleased to hear it. Professor Weasley will be too. I'll be sure to let her know how well you're coming along.
Thank you, Professor.
Professor Hecat tells me she taught you Levioso, so you should be ready for a more advanced levitation charm. Wingardium Leviosa requires a bit of concentration and a nice, graceful wand movement. Let's see you try your hand at it.
Okay.
When executed correctly,
Oh,
you should be able to pick up
if I remember
boulders
correctly,
as though they were
that-
sprigs of sneezewort.
If I remember correctly, that was actually the movement that they used in the first movie for the spell. Okay, that last part was a little challenging, but that's fine. Okay, now I can... Oh, that's so much better. That's gonna help a lot.
Well done! Feel free to practice, Wingardium.
Oh, I plan to. Where is it, though? It's transformation. Oh, right here.
Leviosa, here in the greenhouse. I've set...
Wingardium Leviosa.
You're a natural.
Okay. Not hard.
Professor Garlic, a moment of your time?
The plants are resting, so now's as good a time as any.
I was wondering, what made you want to teach herbology?
How lovely of you to ask. I've always had an affinity for greenery, so this situation is a bit of a dream come true. After graduation, I was thrilled to be asked to step in for my old herbology professor. He'd had a slight accident, you see.
Oh dear. A shame for him, but it worked out well for you.
Well, he never cared, really cared for the plants, and they could sense it. Oh, you'd be surprised how perceptive a plant can be. At any rate, the trouble began one day when he cut into a wigan tree. Unfortunately for him, its leaves were hiding a bowtruckle. You may recall the marvelous creatures that resemble a twig. The little beast gouged the professor's eyes quite fiercely, but terrifying, I'd imagine. Likely for the professor, too.
And that's when you took over as the herbology professor?
Well, not quite. After 3 weeks at St. Mungo's, my predecessor regained a tiny bit of his eyesight. He insisted on returning to the greenhouse. Within a week, he claims by accident, kicked a Chinese chomping cabbage, so it was back to St. Mungo's for him.
Yeah, that's almost comical.
A fair bit of bad luck there, I'd say.
Well, I felt awful for him, but I dare say I felt a bit more sympathy for the cabbage. Upon his discharge from the hospital, his indifference to plants had turned to utter disdain. He lost what little patience he had left with a particularly temperamental venomous tentacula and, well, his resulting leave of absence continues to this day.
I'm glad everything worked out as it did and that you're the herbology professor now.
Very kind
Yeah.
of you to say. I do love these gardens and helping my students grow. Lovely speaking with you. Have a wonderful day. Oh, and remember, be kind to your wigan trees.
Oh. Oh. It's one of those? Really? That's fine, I'll leave it. I might need it later on when I don't have the ingredients to make more. Speaking of, I need more ingredients. As you can tell, I did do a good bit of harvesting and potion making off screen. So I should be set for practically any encounter. That being said, there should be a few quests I can get done. I'll do the Summoner's Court match, then go to the Flight Test quest. I feel like that's a reasonable way of doing things, because the Summoner's Court match won't take that long. While I have no clue how deep I'm going to get into the flight test quest. I feel like it's going to lead to a few time trials, but I'll definitely get distracted by them before I realize it, so yeah, we're gonna go this route. Now that I have access to new spells, I'll be able to do more Merlin trials, which is absolutely wonderful, but I'm not sure which ones require which spells. So, chances are I'm going to have to play around with that a little bit.
What are you doing out here?
Challenging you to a game of Summoner's Court. I think it's time you faced a real opponent, outside of Ronan's little lesson in charms class. Summoner's Court isn't just a game. It's a battle of skill. A test of a witch or wizard's mettle. What say?
Oh, I'm down.
I'm in. Let's do it.
Brilliant! Summoner's Court. The ever-changing game.
You want to go
Akio.
first? Fine.
All in the wrist.
Alright, right here should do.
Accio.
Oof! No!
Didn't think you were a match for me. Akio.
A little too challenging there.
Nothing to it.
I'm definitely losing this round. Why is it coming to me so much quicker?
Missed the mark a bit on that one. Akio.
Can I restart? Yeah, I'm definitely doing a rematch because I am not doing that.
Try to beat that.
I'm trying so very hard.
Accio.
Why is it...
I've seen worse. Wait, did I win? I won!
You've seen worse. I scored nothing. How could you be worse than that?
We should have bet a few galleons on that round.
No, we
Care
should
to
not.
go again?
Yes,
I'm game for another round.
I do.
Grand.
This is
You could
much
use the
different
practice.
than the last one. They're coming towards me much more quickly.
Summoner's Court. The ever-changing game.
Ever changing my foot.
Accio.
Okay. I can work
Akio.
with that. How's he pulling them so close?
All in the wrist.
Without going overboard.
Akio.
Okay. If I can get that one all the way down here.
Accio.
I put what?
Didn't think you were a match for me.
Oh. No, we're yes, I'm aware. No, we're doing this again.
I'm game for another round.
I
Grand.
refuse.
You could use the practice.
I think I have figured it out.
Summoner's
Before I
Court.
was...
The ever-changing game.
Oh, hold on. I changed a setting before, and I think I know what it was. Where is that? No. I think I know exactly what the issue was. This, toggle spell mode. That should fix it.
Akio.
That explains the issues I had earlier as well.
Nothing to it.
So now...
Accio!
Yes, much easier.
That was one for the ages. Akio.
So the issue was the settings made it so I had to press the button again to cancel
Try
it.
to beat that.
I don't know. So far, I'm doing pretty well. Let's get right here. I should be able to get a perfect score.
Lucky shot. Akio.
You're not even in that direction. How did you... Whatever. I'm
All
gonna
in
have
the
to
wrist.
give it a little bit more pull.
Accio!
Not bad. Not bad. Well done. You beat me.
This is gonna take the entirety of the episode, I feel. Oh, no. I actually won. Good.
Bit of good luck. That's all.
Come now, Leander. There's no need for that.
Fine, you're good. Better than I am, at least. I'll let the others know you're good enough to keep playing.
The others?
I lost 7 matches in a row to Samantha Dale. The others who play Summoner's Court thought that if you couldn't beat me, you wouldn't be enough of a challenge.
I don't know why I just got a call from Oklahoma, but whatever.
Chin up, Leander. Keep practicing and you'll get better.
I suppose you're
I
right.
agree.
I'll let the others know that your metal's been tested, and that you passed.
Metal, but I'm not metal, I'm flesh. Now, the next quest should be over here. Where are you? I'm there, so... Ah.
If it isn't Slytherin's newest broom talent.
Alright, let's see
Hello,
what we can do
Imelda.
about this.
Albie Week sent me.
Did he now? Still tinkering with his broom upgrade, no doubt. I tried to help him once. He nitpicked my flying technique, and that was the end of that. The nerve. Why is he roping you into his broom testing silliness? You've barely started flying from what I know. Caught wind of you showing off in flying class with Clopton.
Seems someone's jealous of my skills on a broom.
Me?
Sounds like it.
Slytherin Quidditch captain. Jealous of you?
I don't know,
Everyone
you
knows
sound
that
very
class is only for
snobbish.
beginners, troublemakers, and bumbling baboons. But for some reason, now people think you're competition. Ugh, I can't be having that.
Perhaps I am competition.
You can't be what passes for Slytherin these days. Pff, ragged old hat's dropping its standards. Enough of this. Only one way to find
Oh.
out who's the better flyer.
I don't
I
like
hold one
you
of the fastest
already.
times on this course. Let's see if you can beat it. Slytherin versus Slytherin.
Can you tell me more about these courses?
Stalling, 5th year. Fine, I'll
No,
humour
I
you.
just want to know.
This course demands focus. Requires you to anticipate speed and height before every turn. The others test stamina. 3 courses in all, built ages ago by former students. Since Black cancelled Quidditch, it was these courses or nothing. I made them popular again. Got the whole school hungry to compete. So, let's see what you've got, 5th year.
Fine.
Actually, why not?
I want to
I could
wipe
beat
that
your record.
snobbish smile
I'm so
off
looking
your
forward to
face.
seeing you lose.
It's probably going to take a few tries, but it's fine.
This is rather fun. This'll take some getting used to.
Okay, I should have toggled that from the start.
Did it!
Whoa. Whoa. No. Apparently I am not that good at all of this.
Made it!
That is not what I was trying to do. Ugh. I really need to work on my skills.
Success!
Oh, that was rather easy.
Ha! Good. I've got this.
Okay. Okay, I can work with that. I'm not gonna aim for perfection each time. Mostly, I'm just going to aim for just beating the trials. Specifically, I just want whatever upgrades or rewards I can get from them, and that's it. If there's no bonus reward for getting the best time, I'm not going for it.
That's not... You must have cheated, you... Ugh! Fine. You won. Don't think this is over. You can't determine skill from one single trial.
Surely my win means something.
You're not terrible, but you're still going to have to prove yourself if you want to earn my
I don't
respect.
want your respect since you're such a snob. Oh, I'm glad that's an option.
I don't want respect from the likes of you. All you do is insult people.
Oh,
You and
I
everyone
love
else need to get a thicker skin. Anyway, I'm moving on to the next course. It's near Irondale and offers a much tougher challenge. You can try to prepare by racing this course again. Just check in at the podium where the leaderboard
good.
is. You can check your time and start the race. We'll see next time if your win here was more than just a fluke. Whilst on an errand for Albie Weeks.
Whatever.
I never thought someone...
We're not going to be
I
fast
suspect
traveling
Mr.
there.
Weeks will be glad to hear how I fared.
We're just going to go straight there on a broom. Because it's going to take more time to fast travel. Don't need the moonstone. Thank you very much. I can always get more
These rocks have seen better
very
days.
easily. Heck, my room of requirement is constantly making moonstone, so why would I need more? this way. Cool.
Oh, you're back! With something to report, I hope?
Yeah.
Mr. Wheats, I was able to set a record on my broom.
Yes,
Incredible!
in less than a week.
Miss Reyes must have been shocked. Tell me, how was the broom?
A little turbulent and it's wanting for a bit of speed, but it fared well enough. I will say that it tended to drift a bit to the left on certain turns. Heard a slight swoosh when I dipped.
Oh, thank you. That's precisely what I needed to know. Drifted, eh? I shall get to work immediately. Even the naysayers will be forced to admit that my work's had potential all along.
Why would anyone doubt your ability to upgrade brooms?
No, you'd be surprised. People get set in their ways, worry that
Yeah.
fiddling with what's working fine will somehow ruin it. Those people don't appreciate the sense of freedom that comes with quality broom flight, nor do they appreciate all that's involved in the creative process. I have a friend in Rome runs a shop like mine, says it's worse there. Of course, they do nap in the afternoons from what I hear. And where would we be
I
without
mean, that sounds like
enhancements?
the
I mean,
lifestyle.
if Elliot Smethwick had let the naysayers get to him, we would never have had the cushioning charm. I don't listen to them.
I'm excited to hear more.
I have a very good feeling about this upgrade. I guarantee you'll be pleased. Expect to hear from me soon.
Okay, cool.
How to address the issue of altitude as it relates to speed.
Would you like to learn the knockback jinx flipendo? Once you've completed the
Oh,
necessary
wonderful.
tasks, come and find me in the greenhouse.
That's exactly what I was planning to learn next. This is going smoothly, it seems. Well, that's gonna do it for this episode. I hope you all enjoyed watching, and have a wonderful day. Until next time, everyone.